Well, today we're going to try something a little different, something a little new. Spatchcock chicken cooked on a pit barrel smoker to make pulled chicken. Stick around, I'll show you the adventure. Well, good morning. Here we go. Starting the day off right here. Out by the outdoor setup here. We're going to be smoking some chicken here. Just want to give you a little insight in my life. I love coming out here early in the mornings before everything gets busy and just setting up the smoker and stuff. And I'm going to take you on that journey today. So stick around and we'll see what we come up with today. So there's a hawk hungry above me. Hopefully he won't try to get my chicken, but for the pit barrel cooker, it's really simple. I love using this tool to get some good smoked flavored meats. But you always start out with your basket. You just follow the instructions that come with the pit barrel on how to light it. Put you some charcoal in there, and then of course add some to your stovepipe there. And I'm adding some apple. That complements chicken really well. And we're gonna fire this thing up. I can't fire it up and hold the camera at the same time. But anyway, we're gonna fire it up and get things rolling. I like using these little tumbleweeds to get things started. You can use newspaper or whatever you need to get that little chimney going, but we'll get it fired up here in a second. That's just dramatic effect. Then we'll set our chimney right on top of that. And we'll put this right there. And let that get going for just a little bit. And we'll have our fire in the hole. Alright, I have transferred the coals into the barrel, the chimney into the burner down there. And now we're going to let it get stabilized and get our chicken going. Well, here we go. We're going to give this a try. This is my first time trying spatchcock chicken, so bear with me. I have my 2 chickens there, both of them's about 5 pounds a piece. I got some injection there, a little homemade recipe I come up with some stock, butter, some seasoning. I'll put the recipe in the description. Some tools of the trade, some seasoning. Just a shout out to Killer Hogs there, I love that stuff. Malcolm Reed. His channel is How to Barbecue Right. You get a chance to go over there and you can smoke anything. We have our pit barrel up to temperature. It's waiting on me now. So let's get busy and let's get it done. Okay, that might not be the best camera angle, but I'm not sure if this is the best camera angle, but we'll test it out and see. Alright, let's get started. Fire's awaiting. Like I said, this is my first time trying this. I do like a lot of people, and like you're doing right now, I went on the internet and kind of got a feeling of how to do it. Spatchcocking. What you want to do is take out the spine, and you can kind of feel where it's at down through there, and go up to the side of it. Careful not to cut your fingers off or anything. Just go all the way up and then come down this side here and basically do the same thing. Takes a little force, but seems to be getting it done. And what you want to do is be able to remove the spine just like this right here. So there's that. And then you can trim out any stuff in here. Try to tidy it up a little bit. And then flip it over. Tuck everything in just right, get the legs right. There we go. Get the wings right and then press down on it. Make it fold out about like that right there. We'll get rid of some of this excess here. Well, that wasn't too bad. So now it's ready to be worked on and fixed up a little bit. Let's start with this one. I'm gonna go ahead and season it with my favorite seasoning there. Take off one of these gloves so I'll have a hand to work with. And just start. I know that we're gonna remove the skin later, but I'm sure some of this will come through. Just pat it on there. Get him everywhere. And then flip it over. Do the same thing here. The goal for today is to have pulled chicken. I'm not worried about eating this whole or anything like that. I want pulled chicken. The restaurant close by to us used to sell pulled chicken, and it was so good, and hadn't been able to find that since they closed down. And then I'm gonna come back and hit it with this here a little bit. So like I said, we're gonna lose a lot of this when we remove the skin, but I'm sure it will penetrate it some, according to what other people have said. I'm a rookie on this deal, so hey. Now, got it seasoned up, and now I'm going to hit it with this injection. I've let it cool down some. I put it on the stove to let it simmer. You want it to be a little bit cool when you put it in, so it's been cooling. In fact, I think this is the first time I've ever injected meat too, so I don't claim to know everything, but I don't know much at all actually, but let's see how this goes. Hello, I'm Dr. Blue Collar Cook. So let's start pumping this in there. There we go. Just filling it up, especially up here in the breast area. Get some down here. Oh. That didn't work good. Well, just shot injection all over myself and into my eye. Note to self, don't do that again. Alright, while I'm injecting this, I want to give a shout out to Super Lazy Low Carb Life. Her channel is all about, she mostly does reviews of low carb, kind of dirty keto stuff, but yeah, check her out when you get a chance. And if you have a recommendation for a better injector than this, I'll put it in the comments below. This is my first time doing this, so I just got an old cheapo one. And now I'm going to use two of the hooks to hang it on the barrel. I'm going to grab it up here at the top, right through there. And right through, let's see, right through there. And then, hopefully, I can put him on the barrel. Well, that was a messy process. However, after squirting myself in the eye with injection, getting my rub on, trying to figure out how to hook them to put them in the barrel, let's see what they look like sitting in there. See if they're happy. Oh yeah, they look happy in there, marinating in the smoke. we'll come back after a while and put the probes in. Want to get them up to the right temperature, so we'll come back. All right, they've been out here cooking for a couple hours now. The probe is saying it's about 160, the inside of the barrel. I'm gonna hit it with thermopop just to double check, make sure everything's good to go. Oh yeah, 165, 166. Yeah, we good with 165, that's safe. All right, let's take them off of here and see what we got. Oh yeah, boy, don't those look good. I'm getting ready to do some cutting and chopping and some pulling. Stick around. So as you can see, they're looking good right off the smoker. I'm gonna break them apart and shred them up, and we'll see what's happening. I know your time's important, so I fast forwarded this part, but you get a gist of what's taking place here. Very easy, just pull it off. So here it is, it's been pulled. I done shredded it apart. The only thing left to do is taste it, see how it goes. To top everything off, I just added a little bit of G. Hughes barbecue sauce, hickory flavor into it, and some Kent Rollins mesquite seasoning. I love both of these products, man. They add flavor to everything, so try them out. Well, here's the final product. I paired it with some French cut green beans. Man, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to chowing down on this. Well, like I said, that was an adventure. Man, it took a little while to get that done the way that I wanted it done. There's a lot of prep work there involved in, you know, cutting chicken up and all that and squirting myself with the juice. And yeah, like I said, it was an adventure. It was my first time ever doing this. So guess what? It's always harder when you first start a job. It's always harder the first recipe you try. Next time it'll be a lot easier, but I know what was in the chicken. I know they wasn't loaded down with brown sugar or anything like that. Like if you'd buy rotisserie chicken, now you can buy, if you can find one low carb that don't have a lot of sugar and stuff in it, I would recommend that and shred it up and eat it in your low carb wraps or whatever, just on the plate. But yeah, I was in for an adventure today. I found one, but it turned out outstanding. I've got food prep for 2 weeks, not eating it every day, but I've got enough to last for a while. So yeah, give it a try if you're brave enough. And to you, it might not be nothing but a thing, but to me, that was my first time, so I shared it with you. Hey, until we meet again, may the Lord bless you and eat well.